All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get started. Hey, your thinking makes it so. Congratulations on where you are today. It is a matter of your thought. My name's Sean Murphy. I'll be your host. Good morning, Instagram. I think I'm live on there. No, I'm not. Now I am. I'll figure out the buttons. Hey, good morning, Instagram. Uh, this morning's meditation in gratitude was about your thinking. Your thinking makes it so. You know, there's this idea of what you think about and think about, you bring about, right? Maybe you've heard that on The Secret. Thinking is happening all the time. Anybody know how many thoughts we have on average daily? How many thoughts in total we have on average daily? Research says, science says, we have anywhere between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day. Diane nailed it right there in the sweet spot. 70,000 thoughts. And listen, here's something to pay attention to. We have all of these thoughts. You know how many of them we repeat? Do you know how many of the thoughts we repeat on a daily basis? About 80% are repetitive thoughts. This isn't about your parasympathetic nervous system and your heart beating. We're not even thinking about that. You don't think about your heart beating. You don't think about your breathing. You don't think about digestion. Listen, they say, research says there's about 5 million actions per second inside of one molecule. Picture an aircraft carrier, fully loaded, ready to go to war. One of our big U.S. aircraft carriers with 5,000 souls on board. All of that is happening inside of your cell. Now, I say that to say this. Good morning, everybody. Look at everybody joining on Instagram. Are you sure you know where you're at? Good morning. I'm Sean Murphy. Just checking. The conversation is this. We have about 80,000 thoughts a day, 70, 80,000 thoughts. Women have a little bit more thoughts. It's not trying to be a little butthead here. I'm just sharing with you the way your brain operates. You have more thoughts than we do. Maybe it's because you're more smarter. I know more smarter isn't a way you say it, but my point is this. And then 80% of those are repetitive. Now, here's the hard part. You ready for the hard part? You ready for the reason why you struggle with success? Is because out of the 80% of the 70,000 thoughts a day, 80% of those thoughts are not in your favor. See, they've done research now that they can check the left prefrontal cortex of your brain. It stores all of the negative neurons, and the right prefrontal cortex stores the positive neurons. They can actually count the number of negative and positively charged neurons in your brain. Your thoughts are the thing that will make you who you want to become. Law of attraction, how it works, how? It works in a magnetic field. What you think about, what you vibrate, the thing you are seeking is seeking you. And if you're having a bad morning going, I'm out of toothpaste, the universe has to bring you the idea, the reality, what Wallace D. Wattles talks about in The Science Getting Rich, from the thinking substance. It has to bring you more, I ain't got no toothpaste. I need more people in my business. You ever hear anybody say that in their business? Drop an N in the chat if you've ever heard anybody say, I need more people in my business. Guess what the universe only has to bring you? Careful of your thoughts. The universe only has to bring you the need for more people. I'm serious. Pay attention to this. These are the laws of science, the laws of the universe. When you say, I need food, that doesn't get you food. It only brings you the need for food. This making sense? I see some smiley faces and some new folks joining on Instagram. Good morning. Good morning. If you'd like to join us live for the Q&A after this little dialogue, you can go to www.unlearnme.live and set up your free account and join us. So, if the words you say is, I want to find love, the universe only has to bring you the finding. Doesn't have to bring you the love. I'm serious. When you order, listen, when you go to order from your favorite steakhouse, do you say, bring me meat? You have more specificity when you go to Walmart to get your shopping list or when you go out to dinner and order a drink. Give me something. No, you say, I want a Manhattan. I want a martini. I don't know. Somebody type in the chat what the drinks are the kids are drinking these days. I feel like I'm in from the 1930s. What are the drinks the kids are drinking these days? A lot of them will probably say, I don't drink. Espresso martini. Okay, great. Do you say, give me a coffee Manhattan, expecting an espresso martini? How many of you have ever had, here, watch this. Drop a D in the chat if you've ever had a drink. Jeremy Torchinsky, if you've ever had a drink, congratulations on your 4 years of sobriety, brother. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And anybody else who's dealing with that daily task of deciding to stay sober, congratulations to you as well. Could you imagine if you ever send back a drink that didn't taste right? They used the wrong liquor, right? If I wanted I don't know, a rum and Coke and they used, I don't know, they used something. I don't know. I drink Jameson. Now, I have had people send me Jameson and they said, well, we didn't have Jameson, we did Bushmills. And I knew it was Bushmills, but they didn't tell you. Here's the thing, pay attention. They didn't tell you. How many of you have had people change your liquor and they didn't tell you? And you're like, you knew it was different. And they're like, well, we were out of that. Then why didn't you tell me that? Here's my point. Here's my point. You are going to the bar of life and ordering your future with well ideas. You're not using top shelf ideas, which is why you're struggling. And you're having average results because you're using well liquor, well ideas. What if you started using top shelf ideas? Wouldn't you have to pay more? Napoleon Hill says this: determine what you want, and then the second thing you need to do is determine the price you will pay. Most people don't know the price they'll pay. I'll pay anything. No, you won't. You won't even get up at 5 a.m. Once you start getting up at 5 a.m., once you start paying the price, you got to pay the price, baby. You got to pay the price. I want top shelf. I'm using top shelf liquor. How many times do you know that they put it in the mixer, the tumbler, and they fill it with ice because they chill it, but they chill it with enough ice to get it chilled so that you could drink it chilled, but not diluted with ice sitting in the cup, in the glass? Because you want to get it cold enough to enjoy it, but you don't want to dilute it. Some of you have got this ice of lethargy, of sleeping in, you've got this ice that's diluting your dreams and your wants and your wishes, and you're tasting your dreams and you're going, right? Because, and I hope that's not making anybody else like want to throw up. Here's my point. You're diluting your ideas, your wants, your wishes, your dreams because your thinking is poor. You have been, listen, this is not your fault. It's not your fault, but you were taught poverty. Hang on. Hang on. This is going to hurt. You were taught poverty. And you're trying to get rich with the rules you use to stay poor. I don't like this guy. I don't like him at all. If you are not using faith, if you are not using gratitude to change your life, if you're having to be strong, here's what happens. You're saying, I'm faithful, which requires strength. But you have run out of strength. You are tired. You're going to bed, not getting everything done. You're waking up, not getting enough sleep, and you're already behind the 8 ball when you wake up, and you got to be strong. Everybody tells you be strong. Strength isn't going to get you rich. It's just not. Not in today's economy. You can't dig a ditch fast enough to become a millionaire. You just can't. You can't post fast enough to outdo the competition. Blockheads, Wallace D. Waddles in the book Science of Getting Rich says blockheads can get rich. It's about understanding this. It's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. Do you know the certain way to your wealth path? Nobody does. Nobody does but you. Can I let you in on a little secret? You keep asking everybody how to get yourself rich, and they don't know how to get you rich because they're working on their rich, not yours. You got to work on yours. You got to put your plan in place. You got to put your effort in place. You got to put your time in place. You got to pay your price. Stop paying everybody else's price. That might hurt a little bit. You are showing up for everybody else, paying their price, and they're getting rich, and you're like, I got to do what they do, which means you're going to make other people sacrifice. Listen, one of my mentors taught me this. You can become rich if you take money from people. Makes sense. Common sense. Pretty common sense. You want to become wealthy? Drop a W in the chat. If you want to become wealthy, drop a W in the chat. You have to teach others how to be rich, which means you got to be rich first. Bob Proctor said you were born rich. Why then are you so poor? Why do you wake up and you got more month than money? Why do you have people join your business and then leave? It's not because you're a bad person. It's because they didn't know what they signed up for. That's what happens in marriages. See, too many of you want to enroll people. Why don't you sponsor them? Well, I do sponsor them, Sean. But Sean, you tell us not to be responsible to them, not for them. Exactly. That's what a good sponsor is. Some of you are trying to be their guardians. You got to take care of them. Oh. Some of you are adopting your downlines. I love some of my downlines. I love them more than my kiddo. Not really. Don't tell them that. But I didn't adopt them. Some of you are adopting your downlines. I got to take care of them. I got to make sure they're okay. Grow your own damn business. Grow your own business. Until you get, oh, I don't know, to 10 grand a month, 15 grand a month, 80% of your business should be building your business. Too many of you get 3 people on your team and you're like, I'm thinking I'm rich. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to the next rank. What does rank have to do with your legacy? Too many of you are more focused on, your thoughts are focused on rank and not legacy. Is that what it's going to say on your statue? They advanced. Listen, you can drop a smiley face if that made you giggle. They ranked up. Is that what it's going to say on your tombstone? Is that what it's going to say on the statue? How big is the statue they're going to build to you? Is it going to be an itty bitty statue? Come on, people. You're humans. You're beings. Be a being first. Be more human. Find a way to move your thoughts into your frontier. You want to have more of what you want? Spend some more time on what you want. And see what happens and here's why most people can't meditate. You ready? The reason most people can't meditate, oh, snap, here it comes. The reason most people can't meditate is because they're not good friends when they're quietly by themselves. Your self-talk keeps you from wanting to self-talk, or at least to become aware of your self-talk. I'm serious. Ask yourself this question. How many times this morning did you say, I love me? God, I love my life. Anybody ever sit in a conversation? Anybody ever sit in a conversation and hear somebody say, hey, listen, I love this idea of being part of a network marketing company because I love my life. You know why most of us are talking to people? Because we haven't been taught humanities 101. What are most people saying across the table from you when you're going to sit down and have a conversation with them? Are they looking to join you because they love their life, or are they looking to join you because they're not really happy with their life? And what do we do? What do we do as the prospector? Do you make enough money? I hate my life. Do you have enough free time? I hate my life. Are you leveraging technology? I hate my life. Do you make money from your phone? I hate my life. This making sense? Drop a 1 in the chat if this is making sense. So why are people showing up with you? Because they want you to be the one that shows them how to love their life, which requires your thoughts to be ones of loving. Listen, they may still say no. You know why some people say no to your great business? All of you have an amazing business model. You're in network marketing, MLM, mentors leading mentors, making lasting money. You're in one of the best business models in the world. Why can't more people say yes? Because part of it is they don't know how to say yes. You're not teaching them how to say yes to their future. You're teaching them how to overcome something they're already behind on. How many of you have sponsored people and they're already, they got more debt than they got profit? And we're trying to teach them how to create profit, and they're still thinking, they still got a debt mindset. Their wages aren't enough, right? What did Jim Rohn say? Profits are better than wages. And they're in a wage mentality, which is okay. It's a great place to be. The challenge is that you're talking about profit, and they can't see how they can make profit because they don't understand how to convert from wages to profit. And then you tell them the 17 ways they can create profit, and they only have one way of creating wages. And you wonder why you struggle enrolling people into your business. You're giving them something they can't see. It's your thoughts. You've got to be aware of your thoughts, and you got to be aware of their thoughts. Just because you have a good thing doesn't mean they can see it. How many of you have gone to the kitchen drawer in your own home and said, where's the ice cream scoop, or where's the big spoon, right? And they said, your mom said, your partner said, it's in the drawer right under the microwave. And you go to the drawer under the microwave and you open it up with anticipation of finding the big spoon, and it's not there. And you're like, it's not here. And they're like, I just put it out of the dishwasher there, or I just washed it. It's in there. And you're like, I don't see it. Any of you ever have this happen? They walk over, they open the drawer, and there it is. Watch this. Watch this. Pay attention. This is a scientific fact. This is a scientific way your brain protects yourself. It's called intentional blindness. See, your thoughts can keep you from seeing things. How many of you have had some trauma that you kind of blocked out, right? Your brain does this. It does it all the time to protect itself. Do you know how your brain is protecting itself from thoughts of success? Ooh. You are so good at poverty that your brain protects you from thoughts of success, and you can't see the things. This is why Wallace D. Waddle says it's not about doing certain things, it's about doing them in a certain way, and you can't see the certain way because your brain protects you, intentionally blinds you from the certain way. So then what do? You work harder. How many of you have worked hard at your business and not got ahead? You don't need to respond to that. I know the answer. Then they say things like this to you. Why don't you work smarter? You should work smarter, not harder. The challenge is you can't upgrade your thoughts because you're hanging around people who are in the same dang hole you're in. And if you're in a hole and they jump down in the hole and you both bitch about the hole, then you're going to be in the hole for a long time. And you're going to say, why are other people succeeding in this business and I'm not? It's because it's Wallace D. Wattles. You got to do things in a certain way. It's not about doing certain things, checking the box, putting a post up. I did a video every day and nobody's liked my stuff. I haven't increased my followers one bit. It's because what you're saying doesn't excite them. You don't have the heart in your message. You sound like this when you talk. Everything is the same thing and there's no tone difference. There's no this, that, or the other. And if you're really excited, you're yelling at them. And when you're yelling at them, who likes to really be yelled at? Can you really hear anything I'm saying after about a minute? And then we say, let's go, rise and grind. Who the hell wants to rise and grind? Tell me who wants to rise and grind. You want somebody teaching your kids. Imagine your baby is going to learn, I got to rise and grind. Please, 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 please. None of that works. 98% of the population are struggling paycheck to, well, maybe 50% of the population struggling paycheck to paycheck. I know 98% of the people aren't where they want to be. And even the 2% out of the 2%, listen, the 2% that are making all the money, that have all the wealth, out of the 2%, 98% of them aren't happy with the way they're making it. It's the laws of the universe. It just happens. Oh, I want to be in the 2%. Okay. How many Hollywood actresses and actors do we know get divorces? Anybody get divorced like in the last 5 minutes? They got all the money. What's the problem? They got all the money. It ain't money. It ain't money. So what do you do with this? How do you control your thoughts? You have to have evidence that your thoughts have worked. See, some of you forget your thoughts have worked. Some of you have forgotten your thoughts have worked. You need evidence that your thoughts have worked. How many of you have ever done something new before? Any of you ever do something new before? All the time. Listen, today is new. How many of you were ever at March 7th, 2024? Come on. I mean, I need you to really start to get down to the basics because you're missing the basics, right? Guy who was the coach of the Packers, Vince Lombardi. The Packers, when the Packers won everything, they won like all the Super Bowls back in the 70s. Vince Lombardi would start off and he'd say, this is to NFL professional players, guys who understood the game, played it since they were pee-wee football players, 12, 15, 18 years of playing. He'd say, this is a football. That's how we would start every spring training. This is a football. You want to get back to basics, blocking and tackling in the business world of people? Mary Kay said it best. Anybody remember what Mary Kay said? You probably got to be in your 40s to remember what Mary Kay said, unless you're an amazing student of this profession. Mary Kay said, imagine everybody's wearing a button, and on that button it says what? Make me feel special. Too many of you are wanting to make yourself feel special because you know a comp plan, you understand a business model, and you're trying to show everybody how smart you are. How's that working for you? How's your wealth working for you? You're showing everybody how smart you are. You want to show everybody how smart you are? Go be a teacher. Just saying. Just saying. Yes, Samantha, I'm glad you don't want to rise and grind. So, that's my conversation with you. I'm on my soapbox this morning. Remember, I'm a public professional paid speaker. Easy for me to say. Takes me a half hour to clear my throat. So there's my conversation with you this morning. I'm going to go talk Instagram. I'm going to go have a conversation live and answer some live Q&As and maybe do some mentoring and stuff inside of the Zoom group. You can go to www.unlearnme.live, not com, .live, and you can set up your free account and join us there. All right, everybody. Instagram, I love you tons. YouTube, if I'm there, I love you tons too. I'll see y'all where? See you at the next event. Till then, bye for now. And exit and done. And am I live on YouTube? I am. Love you, YouTube.